I'm very happy with it all. I mean, to see them all on a screen for a long time and then see a few prints made, but the thing is to overdo them again and again and to get them really right, and the blacks are black, and then they said they'd put a coating on to stop them being damaged, and I said, oh my God, and I came down and I went to the printer and it was okay, the blacks had stayed black, because I'm very, added black to the negs because they were so old, some of them had faded a little bit. So it was a lot of work, and they'd been in my attic and covered in dust. So it took a long time to rejig them back up again. And after I'd done these, I was then commissioned to do a 16-page shoot for The Beauty Pages, which is this new, very trendy magazine where there's no retouching, and they want old pictures of mine, past, and then coming back to the future, and then they want them all shot. So I found a Nikon online, Nikon F, film camera, which I remember was my first thing, and I was just talking last year to Don McCullen in Sharjah about the Nikon F. We used to both, all the war photographers used them, everybody had them. They were the go-to ironclad thing. So I found another one. I remember saving up at the time because they were £1,200 or £1,500 for the motor, and then £2,000 with the motor. So I found in a little camera shop somewhere in the country one in a box in perfect condition with the lenses and everything like that, and for like 1,200 quid I've got a 1.2 lens and all the different lenses and a motor driven body, and it's like brand new box. So because it's like vinyl, the film is coming back a lot now as well, because they like that look. Although you can, with computers now, with a program called Silver Effects Pro, they've scanned all the different films, 3002 in say AGFA, and all the way up to 32 ASA and 400 ASA. You can put that on it, and you can't tell the difference. And of course you get the benefit of seeing it straight away instead of sweating over the Polaroid like this.
You're getting far too technical for me. Now look, does it bring back memories, going around this exhibition, looking at these images that you shot, a few years ago now?
Yes, last year. And call me a sentimental fool if you will, but the thing is, it does bring back memories of how the hell did I do that? Then I realised I lit him with a little spot lamp I could afford at the time, and the lamp I used for focusing in the studio, actually, because Hasselblad's used to be so dark. And when I exposed for him, the backgrounds all dropped into shadow. When I looked at the first Polaroid on my test, I thought, that's the way I'm going to shoot it. And it looked to me like The Third Man. I think I mentioned before, it was very dramatic, like that Orson Welles film, and I showed Peter, and he thought, yes, let's go all that way. A drama of a figure lit in the foreground with the background falling into darkness, because that becomes underexposed.
Clive, was he dragging you around Bath?
No,
was he in control of what he wanted?
We talked about it, and at one stage, one of the pictures, the first picture, he's wearing the light on him that I used for the pictures because he thought it looked a bit quirky and surrealistic, and that's what we were after, something that wasn't the normal, rock photographs are usually like this and all that, but then no, he wanted something completely like a reportage of him wandering in the universe, and this was his universe at the time, the universe of Bath and Willsbury Hill.
Of course, he's the one person missing from tonight, I suppose. Will you have a chance to catch up with him while you're in Bath?
He lives in Notting Hill now, and I live in Chiswick, which is about 2 miles down the road. So maybe we're sending the brochure, and he knows about. And they've let us use some of the lyrics and everything, because he is. I haven't seen him for a long time, and I believe he just got the Royal College of Art just honoured him with a doctorate as well. So that's great,
And what about you coming back to Bath? Have you had a chance of revisiting some of the locations?
Well, we went and had a look around and see some of the locations, but strangely enough, as nature does, a lot of it's overgrown where it used to be. Hedgerows, and you could see the landscape. Now nature is reclaiming its own, so it's a bit difficult to find the place. The cathedral, I shot this picture of the cathedral early in the morning to give a sort of continuity between then and now, but maybe I should have shot it in silhouette as well, but then I think it wouldn't have had the same impact as being relative to the moment. Yeah,
it's still there.
The Abbey, not the cathedral. You keep on telling me.
I corrected you last time. You don't learn, do you?
No, I don't. I'm terribly sorry, I don't. Please forgive me.
Clive, you're coming back. You're going to do some workshops as well in Bath.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm going to workshops in Bath, maybe at the hotel, where I can talk people through how I work. And the thing about it is, I've got another friend here tonight, Jamie London, who's been through a lot of tribulation in his life. And he said to me, Clive, when I've been talking to you over the last 3 years, the only time I feel content is when I'm making pictures. And I said, that's why I do it. For me, sincerely, almost to tears, it's a therapy, and I would burst into tears about it. I'm very moved by this, because making pictures and creating pictures is a therapy. For me, it's a meditation. Being a Buddhist, it's the same thing. When you're creating something that has a beauty about it that affects you, you know when it's happened.